What's good? It's Chigozy. It's Sunday, December 15th, 2019. We have some propaganda from the markets, and of course, just think about it. So we just had some tariff, trade war news crap with China and Trump in the US saying that we're going to have a trade deal, etc. Brexit also had their whole stuff with Boris Johnson making the pound rise in price. So the S&P 500 is looking good. The American market's looking good. It's looking good over in Europe. You see how we're just making all-time highs. I mean, we made all-time highs as recently as Friday. I mean, so it just keeps going higher and higher and higher. See this? And now they're gonna conveniently give you some propaganda about a black swan market coming. And well, not a black swan market, but just a black swan event in the market, which is just, a very unexpected event, very drastic, unexpected, unpredictable, like a giant market crash or a flash crash. And do you know what they're doing with this propaganda? They're just instilling more fear in your head. And I wouldn't be surprised if the S&P 500 just keeps going up and up and up to like 330, 40, 50. I mean, who knows? You'll have some pullbacks, some corrections along the way. You could even pull all the way back down to this SMA. Then just to keep going higher and higher and higher and higher up to 400. I mean, who knows what these people are going to do? But they're all in the while, you're going to be sitting there waiting or being afraid of this black swan market event, which when it comes is going to be scripted by the numbers. It's going to be completely scripted. So here we have Donald Trump 25, 2-minute 50-second video. See, also real quick, you saw that woman was standing. See, look at this shit. Look at this. Honestly though, she's not really fully doing it. So if you want to say maybe she's not doing the compass and square, maybe she wasn't even asked to stand like that, fine, I'll give it to you. But do I think she was asked to stand like this? Yes. Just like how she was asked to wear this. Because this is an actor, this is always contrived propaganda, always symbolic by a code. So updated at 7:52, and government 52, prophecy 52, giving you the prophecy of this black swan market indicator. They put it in the quotes too. Black swan equals 86 and 23. Just like how market equals 68 and 23. 68, the reflection of 86. Again, we're just taking alphabetical order, the rules of numerology on them. So M's the 13th letter, 1 plus 3 is 4, so M becomes 4. You're just doing that, or you reverse in alphabetical order and doing the same thing. Don't forget how black swan also equals 58, like Freemasonry. 157, that's the 37 prime. United States equals 157. So here we have more market propaganda by the numbers. Don't forget also sacrifice equals 170. We have the 170-second video. Some sacrificial numbers on the market. Talking about black swan event. And also, I don't even know what indicator they're talking about. But I do know that indicator. I did some of this already. Some of this decode beforehand. Indicator equals 48. Today's the date with 48 numerology. Give you the indicator. Don't forget how chaos equals 46. Date with 46 numerology. I think in the Jewish cipher, let's see. The Jewish cipher, market equals 226, I think. Yeah, it does. But black swan equals 10,060 or 1,067, which is a lot like 167. That's the 39th prime. Today's the day with a lifeless number of 39. So another reason they're giving you this black swan propaganda event. Happy Sunday, a version of the story first appeared in CNN Businesses before the Bell newsletter. Not a subscriber, you can sign up right here to subscribe to the Mind Control Programming Stream email service. A Phase 1 U.S.-China trade deal. Phase 1's in quotes. 38, death, killing, murder equals 38, 83, and 43, the reflection of 34. Phase 1 also equals 43, like killing. But murder, 34, 38, 83. But government, 133. You see what they're doing, though. murder, phase 1, overlap in 3 of the 4 base ciphers. And it's showing you the trade deal. It might be good now, but they're just going to use it to as a scapegoat to do some other crap in the market. So do you see how they're starting this out? A phase 1 U.S.-China trade deal, a resounding election victory for UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson that removes ambiguity on Brexit. In recent days, some of the political fog that's hung over markets has lifted. So again, coincidentally, and I use the word coincidentally just to show you the coincidence programming. It's not coincidentally, it's all scripted. So all this happens, and now, again, because they don't want you to have your money in the market with no sort of fears. Because again, it's fear and greed that drives the market. They need to put out the fear. They need to keep your mind all glued on this bullshit crap. So if you have, for example, a lot of us don't care about these false flag propaganda events that put in the media. But if you had a giant chunk of money and your life savings invested, tied up into the market, then you're going to care more. Because how it does depends. And that's what your strategy is. You know, so I'm sorry, your strategy depends on, you know, leaving it there and not even caring. And not even buying dips, but just, you know, having your emotions swung around by the federal government. So they use this type of narratives to keep you in a state of fear, obviously. I mean, it's just so clear how they're doing this. I always point out these things that you don't even need gematria to see. That you don't need any sort of code or anything to see how they're putting this out by an emotional system as well. No one knows what the Bank of England will do next. Sure, you can figure out what they're going to do next. I mean, first off, look at this. The result of the UK election provided a dose of certainty on Brexit, with Prime Minister Boris Johnson now set to take the country out of the European Union by when? January 31st. We have the Prime Minister of UK, see? UK 32. Theresa May born in a date with a life lesson number of 32. October 1st, 1956. 10 plus 1 plus 1 plus 9 plus 5 plus 6, 32. See? 131 is the 32nd prime number. This is the main number for the UK that they always use inside their propaganda. And what are this? They're saying January 31st. That's 1/31. 131, the 32nd prime. And of course, they with 44 numerology. Of course, I'm not here trying to make predictions. That is a date with 32 numerology as well. 31 plus 1 is 32. But I mean, I can't help but saying this, guys. There's going to be space propaganda. There's going to be some big Tesla, SpaceX, NASA event. Why would they not do something this day? It's 131. 131 is the 32nd prime. Scottish equals 32. It's a day with 32 numerology. So if all these Scottish right Freemasonic days, we get a day with 44 life lesson number, space 44, 17. You know, Catholic 71. But we're going to have complete space. And it's not going to just be like, because we see that those days will have a bunch of a big saturation of space news on the front page. It's going to be like an actual event. It'll be super blatant. They're going to make it all about space. NASA, probably Tesla will be there. I'm telling you now. Zion 4417. They'll do some stuff with that too. Jerusalem 32. So very good. Like, we even have a nice prediction in this video without me even trying to do anything. But I saw that date numerology. I'm like, wow, it's so ripe. And then the 51. That's the main thing. The 51 is here too. Conspiracy 51, Freemason 51. So you're going to see SpaceX, Tesla, NASA, probably all three, and some significant stories on that day. And if this channel's not deleted by then, if this video's not deleted by then, we'll come back to this video and see. So where are we at? 9 minutes in. I wanted to look at this. 2 California deputies were ignored in a Starbucks. Because, you know, I probably won't be able to make a separate video on it. But I just want to look at it too, you know. Police equals 33. They're putting out propaganda by the number 433. Police 33. 433. See? Masonry 33 at Starbucks coffee. Starbucks coffee equals 55. 251 to 54 prime. 651 to reflection on 156 in Jewish. When we're at 33, you get 156. But I just want to put it back on the 4 base ciphers. Keep it simple. 89, Chaos 89, Order out of Chaos is their motto. In Washington, D.C., DC equals 47. This is in Washington, D.C. They're putting this out. This is completely from the Freemasons. The 33rd degree Scotch Rite Freemasonic Temple with the 33 pillars is in Washington, D.C. Order out of chaos is their motto. They are Freemasonic, which equals 54. 251 is 54 prime. Washington, D.C. equals 137, the 33rd prime number. And then you see how they're in some propaganda. Updated at 433. Jesuit 21. With the 27 connection as well. Masonry 39. It's just the same. Every single time. Twitter equals 47. See, they're talking about Twitter as well in this. It was aware of the cop with no coffee incident. I mean, this is what we need to happen. I mean, you hope you get what this propaganda is. That, I mean, first, why is this front page? That no one wanted to serve these tyrants some coffee, and it's a bad thing. It should be on the front page news. Officer 62, 163 to 38 prime, and Masonic 38. Death, killing, murder 38, cancel 38, cop with no coffee, C with no C, 3 with no 3, 33. The deputies were laughed at and completely ignored. Yes. I mean, this is complete. Of course, this is contrived propaganda, but if we're really trying to take a stand against this agenda, this is one thing you can do. Ignore them, laugh at them. I'm not telling you. I hope they're not saying that's hate speech. I mean, first off, it's the police. They're not protected group of people. Well, they're protected by the federal government, but you know what I mean. And I should have the freedom of speech to say yes, laugh at a police officer. It's not illegal to laugh at a police officer. But of course I advocate for what that's propaganda is about, but it's bullshit. It's more crap from the Freemasons. So we'll leave it there. We guys see the name of the police officer though. Blanco or Bianco. Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco. Because we gotta have some more content. We gotta see the numbers for Freemasonry, Masonic, Masonry, and his name. It's the same thing every single time. See what I tell you. Masonry every single time. Masonry equals 39. See how his name equals 167, the 39th prime. What did we see earlier today with 39 life lesson number? Masonry equals 39. It's the Freemasons putting out this propaganda. Masonry, 39. Federal, 39. Government, federal government equals 184. Like this guy's full title. But Chad Bianco, 42 like Freemason, 60 like police. You see what they're doing? They do the 60 and then the 210. They're clearly reshuffling the 102 and then the 60. I mean, this is these patterns these people do. Police, 60 using the alphabetical order. See, like Chad Bianco, he's a police. See? Chad Bianco, 210 reverse in alphabetical order, every shuffling a transposition of 102, like police. They're clearly doing this. And of course, you get the 57 like Scottish Rite and the 42 like Freemason, like Masonry. This is a Freemason. This is their propaganda. They're putting out by code. Officer equals 44, 37 like Bianco. This is coded, concocted propaganda. Why do you think this works so well? Why do you think I said we're gonna put in his name, we're gonna get this pattern, and we do? Because it's by the numbers. Chad, 29 like Masonic, again with the H exception. 16. When you're at 16, you get 33. Very special number to this gang. You get all the favorite numbers. You get 96, you get 93, you get 33, you get 39. Saturn 93, propaganda 93. So do you see how the state of California is putting this all out by the numbers? California, 52. So that's really that. I mean, the police, Riverside County, it's all Freemasonry. Riverside equals 5562, like his name, like Bianco. Or no. Something else earlier. But Bianco's officer, like 62. So there you have it. It's contrived from Starbucks. So next time you go into Starbucks, you're buying something, you're eating stuff, you're drinking fluids from a company that loves putting out police propaganda, that loves mocking you. Don't think that Starbucks are the heroes for this happening, guys. Starbucks and the police, they worked together to put out this news for you to program you, lead you down the path of the agenda. That's what I'm trying to say. They're a theater troupe, a mind control scheme. And here's more programming from SNL. I saw this earlier. He allegedly stole $88,000 from a bank vault. Don't forget, bankers. Not bankers. One of these equals 88. We're going to find it. One of these banking terms equals 88. If I find it, we'll do it in another video, but bank, it's 88. I mean, Jewish equals 88, that as well. But a big banking number, he 88,000, FBI caught him on December 14th. Of course, it's a black man showing how black people are dumb, that of course a black man will be this stupid and steal money, and you'll see in a studio or whatever. You see what I'm saying? It's from the big banks. This is propaganda from the big banks. Banks equals 88. There we go. Banks equals 88. See? The big banks who manipulate price. See? See the people who do this? Who have all the money to do what they want with this? They put out this propaganda by the numbers. They shame black men as well. Banks 88. Jewish equals 88. Trump equals 88. Program equals 88. Poison equals 88. So let's go back to the poisonous programming. Here we have this black man right here. So what are they showing you? That a black man is stealing. You know, black people always steal, and then they're so fucking dumb that they just go on social media, because, you know, black people are always on social media flaunting everything, right? So some dumb black man is going to steal, go on social media and flaunt it because he can't think of anything else. He doesn't know better. He doesn't see that he'll get caught. This is what they're programming you. Instead, this is just some, you know, probably some ritual with some black boule, some Prince Hall Freemason. This is probably his initiation ritual. And it's probably the money from the Freemasons. You know, they probably just printed this shit, the Federal Reserve, because this is the Federal Reserve's propaganda. They just printed this shit, gave it to his actor, and he's dancing around in their propaganda. See what I'm saying? That's how it is. A bank employee. And they're, you know what they're saying? Oh, banks don't hire black people because they'll do this. It's just a bunch of programming. What's his name? Now I gotta find his name. Orlando Henderson. Black equals 29. He's 29. See? Orlando Henderson. If you see the nigger, negro numbers, it's over. The racist slave numbers. Huh. It's 39. Tuskegee equals 39. Slaves, 39. Stamped on black people all the time. MLK dying at 39. Malcolm X dying at 39. This guy's name equals the 39th prime. Don't forget how Judaism equals 77. Keeping with the pattern of this propaganda. Henderson equals 42. Why I tell you, we'll get a nigger, negro numbers. Nigger 42. Nigger 102. Just like Henderson. This is contrived propaganda from the big banks. I have so many videos on this channel showing you the big bankers, not only do they control the money, because again, if you have money and power and influence, don't you also control the media? Obviously, it makes sense. You have your hand in the media, the big banking interests. You know, again, whatever equals 88, Jewish 88, banks 88, it doesn't take a brain surgeon to figure out what these people are doing and who's responsible. And you see this racial programming. These people are the false Jews. They hate the original ones who are with a dark skin, so they always shame them in this propaganda. And you see very clearly, this guy's name equals 42, 102, and 48, just like nigger. Just like fucking nigger. It's fucking sick. And then this is the type of video that they'll flag. Oh, you're being this, you're saying that. Like, what? Nigger 48, Henderson 48. Nigger 42, Henderson 42. Nigger 102, Henderson 102. As I said, his name will have the nigger numbers in it. That's how you can tell it's contrived propaganda. This is just an actor for Deutsche Bank, for Chase Bank, for all these big fucking banks, the World Bank. This is their propaganda. Orlando, 29. Bank of America, right? They put out plays. This is an actor for Bank of America. This is racially divisive bullshit propaganda from Bank of America. They're putting this out by the numbers. Again, 88. Trump equals 2988 as well, too. And, he's done a lot of shit in North Carolina. Could be some stuff with that. Orlando equals 29. He's 29 years old. See that? Black 29. This is bullshit propaganda. It is fake news. And it's completely shaming this black guy, making you think that black people are all about doing this type of stuff. And it probably encourages other people to do it too. It probably encourages more black men to do this and not get caught and not want to get caught. I mean, guys, it's a whole level of programming. 20 minutes in, that's fine. 20 minutes is not too bad to end with this type of example. This is bullshit. The release said a criminal indictment was unsealed this week in federal court because it's federal government propaganda following the arrest of Orlando Henderson, 29, by the FBI in San Diego. Unbelievable. 18 different occasions, race equals 18. The unsealed indictment alleges Henderson stole cash out of the vault in separate allotments on at least 18 different occasions this year. And very well, this guy could have been set up, just targeted because of his name. They probably hired him, set this guy up, shaming him in this propaganda. It's a slight possibility, but again, I use Occam's razor. It makes a lot more sense that, again, the big bankers, don't forget, these people who contribute to the market with their algorithms, their computers, everything they do, their propaganda, these people who, again, remember, 12-12, 1 plus 2 is 3. That's when the whole Brexit thing happened. 33. The whole trade stuff happened. Trade equals 33. England, 33. Also can't help but notice it's 30 years and $1 million fine. Slave, 31. You see what I'm saying? It is contrived propaganda. I told you. I make it look easy, but this shit really a process. And then they put this in all caps. And then if this continues the pattern, it just shows. Negro, 32, 59, a reflection of 90. Are you seeing what these fuckers are doing? We even get the 9440. Market equals 9440. We get the market pattern. It's the people who run the markets are putting out this racist propaganda. I mean, what a way to close this. I'm here showing you the markets, showing you how they're doing this by the numbers, right? Showing how they're doing this by the numbers. We see how the S&P 500, the pound, it doesn't fucking matter. They manipulate this. The big banks. This is them. Banks 88. So what do they put in their propaganda? I make it look easy, but this shit really a process. He wrote it in one Facebook post. Part of a string in which he talked about building his brand, which we'll see. Process equals 9532. Oh, I do got to see the Francis Bacon. Taking out the capital letters. 277. The guys, are you fucking seeing the shit? The 59th prime. What? Guys, the big bankers practice this. You cannot deny it. 277 is the 59th prime number. Slave equals 59. Rasta 59. Guys, you see how they encoded this propaganda so cleanly using these clues. When you use all capital letters, they didn't have to do that. Slave 59. Rasta 59. Blues 59. You see what I'm saying? Negro 5932. Process 95, the reflection 32. These people run the market. Market 9440, like process. And there's probably a lot more to that. Terror has that pattern as well. But it's very interesting how market has that pattern. We're talking about the market makers here, right? Graphical evidence of these people. And then they're shaming black people in this propaganda. I cannot believe this. And they put this clue here. This is very clear. Process in the Francis Bacon cipher, which you take into account the capital letters. So you add 26 per capital letter. So A is the first letter. 1 plus 26 is 27. You just add 26 per capital letter. So process gives you what? 277, that's the 59th prime number. And before we clicked on this, we're going to find these numbers. And we found them very easily. And even you see how they very cleanly putting them in here. Brand 39. See? Brand 33, of course. But brand 39, like slaves, like Tuskegee, like the whole number stamped on black people, black men 21. See what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Don't forget Facebook equals 58. So that's just insane. I think that's it. That proves again, I cannot say it enough. I'll say it one last time in this video. The big bankers. Who are the big bankers? The Freemasons, the Zionist Jews, the Jesuit Order. Others high-ranking secret societies. They run these banks. You know, and I'm naming the Catholic Church. Don't say I'm not even going to even use the word, but I know what these people will call me for saying it. But, it's not, who's running the banks? You know what I'm saying? Before I say too much, get this video, whatever. But the Catholic Church as well, the Freemasons, the false ones from the book of Revelation, they run these banks. They use numerology. They believe that God created the world, combined the letter with the number, and through that he controls our lives. God plays over our lives with this code. He created our lives this way. So since they mock God and like to be like God, they do the same thing. It's so easy to see. They use their own numerological way, just like how they believe, and play God over your lives. And using that to racially divide the people, giving this bullshit. ACEEY 4OEZ. I mean, come on. 44, black people 44. But we'll leave it there. Before we add too much on this, it's bullshit propaganda from the Freemasons, Chaos 89. FBI is putting this out. This is race-based propaganda from the FBI. Again, FBI equals 17. 59 is the 17th prime. That's also what I'm using, is 59. And it's propaganda. Peace out.